Hi everybody, this is Liz from Trellis and I'm the person behind Trellis Hand-Dyed Yarns. I'm based in Athens where I live with my dog Decine, who is actually laying down over here. So today I welcome you from the studio, and as you can see it's super sunny and I didn't know how to set up because either I would be filming over here, but it's too warm, and so I tried to have a small spot where you can see some of the yarns, but there's a lot of shelves that are empty because I just came back from not one but two festivals, and there's a bit of a mess going over here and back here. So I'm sorry for that, but I decided to do a video first day I'm here until the sun goes more down, so I can take pictures on that side of the studio. So what's up? So I guess I haven't been very much recording because I was preparing for the festivals and blah 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 blah, but I'm back, baby. So before talking about the festivals and showing you my little purchases and all that, I just want to let you know that until this video will be up, I will have updated the shop with RN and DK weight yarns, and a percentage will go towards helping the earthquake casualties and people that are in Turkey and Syria. I haven't yet decided in which organization and all that. I'm a bit searching and looking forward to it, but I will let you know, of course, and on my Instagram and on my feeds and Facebook and all that. I will also make a newsletter letting know people, that if they want some RN and DK and help and do some good towards that corner of the earth, that will be it. So yeah, just on a more serious note and shop business note. So actually that will be what I will be taking pictures of, because I have lots of yarn that I dyed for Madrid Yarn Festival and I got with me, and I have some leftovers, so I decided I was thinking either to have a discount for you guys, but I think towards all those events, I feel that the percentage that you would have as a discount, to put it on the side and help our neighbors. Yeah, so without any further ado, let's go. So first of all, I was back yesterday evening and I was like so tired, but I was very excited of talking about what I did, who I met, what I purchased, and I have also finished objects. So I'm very, very excited. So 2 weekends ago, so today we are the 14th. Oh my god, happy Valentine's, guys. So let me know, are you in love? Please tell me you're in love. I will be so happy that you're in love. And you know what? You are in love. And you should be in love with yourself. Because come on, you're amazing. Did you know that? Okay, I'm telling you. I'm trying to look also myself in the eye and say, Liz, you're amazing. Especially sometimes where I'm more harsh on myself, or I wake up and I'm like, I need to do all this stuff. But yes, we are all amazing, and I have also a thread hanging here from my beanie, but it's okay, it's an amazing thread, right? Yes. So 2 weekends ago, let me grab my calendar because I don't remember the dates. So I went to January. And I liked it because I had put on a weekend day, enjoy life. Yes, enjoy life. So on Saturday the 4th and Sunday the 5th, I I was in the northern east part of France at Exceptiolaines. So this was my third time there. The first time I was there, it was before COVID and it was summertime, and then it was last year. And last year I almost didn't get there because of snow in Athens, crazy, right? And this time I was there while it was snowing here, crazy, right? I know. So it was really nice, having to join my friends, Cecile from La Féfile by night, Nathalie that you know that, okay, we're like family. And after the event, I got there for a few days. And of course, the wonderful organizer, Caitlin, with her family, that also provided for me to stay there, and it was really nice. I stayed with the family. I know them quite well. I don't know if you remember last year, Elora, their daughter, was here with me in Athens for a month, approximately a month, and she was helping with release. So it was, like really great time gathering and seeing, other dyers that I know very well, or customers, and that were so helpful with everything, like getting me from the airport, like Cecile, thank you so much again and again. And so the festival, it's a really small festival, but it's really cute, and I think it's like, if you're around that corner of France, you should definitely have it on your radar. It will also be again next year in February, beginning of February, and it's really, really cool. And what I can say is that I've seen it grow each year, and it's just amazing. You can see, from year to year, like more knitters, or that are older knitters that are getting into, circle needles and circular needles and all that, which is just great, great, great. So I had got 3 things from there. One was from my lovely neighbor in the festival, Camille. So she has the shop Aiguille de Camille, I think it's that the name. So it means the needles of Camille. And she had this wonderful design that I don't remember the name and I don't have it with me, but she gifted me the pattern of a beautiful hat, and I loved the yarn that it was made out of. And it was made out of BC Garn Northern Lights. So it's 80% pure organic wool and 20% silk. So here it is, and I was in between the mustardy yellow or an orange red, but then I was thinking that maybe I could do this for my boyfriend, so maybe I should get it in green or blue. But then I was like, come on, this suits me perfectly. Thank you. And it's also a color that he could also wear, because why not, So, and it feels really squishy and warm. She had made 2 samples, one in this color and the other in the red, and like I fell in love with it, so I had to have it, and that's that. Yes. Then I got a book that I wanted from Wool Inspires. So Wool Inspires is, I think, an online website, and they have needles, books. They had also some Retrosaria Pomar yarn, and Laura, the lady that has the shop, is like really nice and wonderful. And I looked very fast at the books, and I knew that I definitely wanted 52 weeks of easy knits. And not only because I have also the 52 weeks of socks and the 52 weeks of shawls, but because I've also just knitted for that. Yes, I've done the sock pattern and another pattern from this book. And the second pattern I didn't even take a picture. I just gave it for a friend. And I love the vibe of this book. It's really squishy models, and from a bit that I've seen, there's one thing that I don't like, and there's like many things that I like, and one of them is that the border is orange. Like, how cool. Okay, I'm an orange fan. If you didn't know, now you know. So I think I'm gonna do, you know, a video just about for the book, like I've done previously this year with others. And yeah, I think it's really, really great. Yeah, so it's willinspires.com. There you go, willinspires.com. And so yeah, they have Retrosaria Rosa Pomar, Mayax, Nail Yarn, BC Garn, Sadness, Clover, Delacue, Lane Publishing, Pom Pom, Amirisu. So they have lots of stuff. So if you don't have a shop nearby, or if you're looking for something specific that maybe they don't have, you know, just have a look on their website. I also wanted another book, but they didn't have it by the time I went there, and I don't even remember what it was, but I'm happy that I have this. And in the last minute, I went to the stall just opposite me, and there was Les Aiguilles du Hérisson, which means the needles of the hedgehog. And they are Belgian, and they had this Belgian wool. So it's 100% Belgian wool, 330 meters, 400 grams. So it's a sport base. Have no idea what I'm gonna make with it. I'm not even sure. Maybe I will gift it to my mom. I really liked it because it's a gray base, but it was dyed with the skins of onions, and I like this particular skin because it had variations of the yellow of the onions. And she also had wonderful indigo and I think a very deep purple that was, I think, cochineal. Anyways, I was even wondering, like, should I get like the 3 indigo and that one for a sweater, a colorwork sweater, but in the end I decided not to, because already my Make 9 is just sweaters, and I have so many sweaters projects that I didn't want to add another sweater right now, even though I'm quite capable of that, because yeah, I like changing my mind and I like sweaters. Yeah, so anyways, so that's that. So 2 skeins of yarns, a hat, a gift or a hat, or I don't know, and a book. And also I was gifted Napoleon candies. They're so nice. I love them, and I was quite, you know, how do you say, spoiled with candy. So I'm very happy. So let's here have a break to talk about finished projects that I've done during my my trip. So it was a 10-day trip. Just before I left, I dyed the sock combo inspired for Valentine's Day. And today it's Valentine's Day, yeah! And I decided that, you know, every 2 months I will have like, you know, like a mystery sock theme with 100 gram skein and 2 minis. So I decided that was really a great idea and timing, you know, for me not to stress, for you to get your yarn, and also for me to get to knit a pair of socks. And I decided to try the the recipe of the lemonade sock that there's over here that I did, and it worked wonderfully for my boyfriend. But I decided to make, with the yarns from the Valentine socks, a bit of a variation of the same pattern. so these are the colors. I'm not sure if you can see them very well because there's lots of light, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take pictures and I'm gonna put also a picture over here just to be sure. So those are the three colors, and now I need to cast on the second one and start with this color, you know, just the opposite contrast. So what I did is, because I like this part to be larger than what I was doing for mine, and because I like it to be long, I started, so this lemonade sock pattern starts from the top down. So I started over here and I casted on the medium size, which is way large for me. And I did it as it say. I did, you know, the heel and everything, and then I started doing my decreases until I got to the same stitches as over here, which are 74 if I'm correct. On the last decrease, I decreased to end from the front and from the back as usual, but end the front as well. And then I knitted like almost a centimeter, and I did the same. 2 stitches decreased on the back and 2 stitches on the front. So it got a bit more snug, and then it was just a bit slighter on the bigger size than I usually do, but damn, it works. It hugs my foot like no other sock, and I'm super excited. I'm super happy. I just left where I decreased, sorry, so I know what I did approximately for the second one. And now I'm thinking of writing a bit my pattern, but on the other way around, because I do adore and prefer to do my socks from the toe up. And also, if it's my socks from the toe up, I can even make them longer and they will stay, because this is larger without having to think, you know, oh, I have to increase, yeah, gosh, yeah, I know, it's crazy. But the only thing that I want to do them from the toe up is that I'm not sure what kind of heel I will do, if I'll do a short row heel or an afterthought heel and just have lots of increases beforehand. So I'm not really sure about that, but we'll see. So if you're interested, let me know. Maybe I will just write a bit of notes. If you're like me, you like this part to be larger and longer, and this one a bit more squishy. I have no idea. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. But I have to write them down just for me. So maybe I can share it. Anyways, so this sock was finished the second day of Madrid Festival. And the last day of Madrid Festival, I finished this cardigan and I'm so excited and it's amazing. And I can say more and I can show more because it was a test knit, and the test knit is finishing normally by end of February. Come on guys, I finished it early. Like, that's how much I liked working on that. So I will say more when the time comes. I will share on Instagram pictures when the pattern is out. I'm not sure if I will be able to make kits for this because it's collaboration from another dye. It depends what yarn the designer used, but I can let you know the colors, and if you want to buy the yarn you can. But I was thinking maybe of doing pre-orders for this, maybe by the end of the summer, beginning of fall, but I will have to to talk about it first with the designer and have the permission, because I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I want this to be all happy and wonderful. But I'm very excited, and it's super squishy and warm, like guys, and it's brioche, but it's like super easy brioche. Like, there's no reason for you, even if you've never done brioche, like not to do it. Like, it's that simple. It's amazing, like really, really, guys. Really, you have to trust me on this. Okay, and then this is not finished, but for also little. So while I was flying back, I had with me this little ball of 100% pure cashmere, but it's kind of an untreated cashmere. I don't want to say untreated because it's treated to be yarn, but it's not. Cashmere has thicker layers and thinner layers. So usually they're separated, and the thinner layers are the pure, super, super soft cashmere. This has a bit of the other layer, but it's amazing. It's amazing. So I had met the guy who produces this like before COVID, and he was in Nepal, if I remember correctly, and he wanted to help the people of Nepal. And so he got the cashmere. He sent it back then to the UK to a spinning mill, and then he's trading it from Switzerland. So this is going like from all over the place. And I remember I wanted to try it, and I got 2 little bowl of this, and one is 25 grams, 115 meters. And a friend of mine was doing the baggy hat from Petit Meat, which is this very simple hat. And I was looking at it, and she uses exactly a yarn that's 50 grams to 135, which is like the same base. So I decided to get this yarn, like my little bowl. I'll show you what's left. Where is it? Okay, here it is. And some of my serious black mohair, which is dark gray with a bit of brown and yellow, and start the hat. I started the hat while I was flying back yesterday from Madrid, and I cast it on just after we were up in the air, and I stopped just before landing, and I was starting the decreases. So if you want to know, like if I had cast it on when I was seated in the airplane while waiting everybody to be, you know, ready to leave, it would have been done. So if you want to do a baggy hat from Petit Knit, you should know it takes approximately 3.5 hours. So I'm very happy. I hope that this will be enough for all my decreases. Otherwise, it's okay. I'll just put something else, because I was thinking of having, you know, another, maybe the same hat, but with a crazy mohair, just to show the difference. So gray and gray mohair with little brown spots. I have no idea what you can see or not. Here you can see a bit of yellow. Anyways, I'll try and take a picture also of that and put it, you know, with a better contrast, because this was like super, like, imagine if I would do a podcast like that. Can you see anything? No, it's okay. Don't worry, guys. I got you. Well, I'm trying. And that's why I do so many of my podcasts from the house, because most of the time it's like super sunny here, and I can't really show you very well the colors. So I'm sorry if you're a bit disappointed from, you know, for me not doing more videos from home, but that's actually one of the biggest reasons. Anyways, before heading to what I got from Barcelona, I just wanted to let you know that I got a stamp with my logo, and I was trying to do little tags, and I'm taking, you know, leftovers from my friend who makes the bags, and I decided to make little tags like that with the logo for, you know, knitted garments and all that. So they're not perfect. It's just a process for me until to know, you know, how to make them done. but I'm not sure. I don't feel really right, to sell them. So I was thinking that that would be, a nice little gift to get into your orders. And I hope that I will remember to do so. Yes, sorry. I'm really, and I haven't done a lot, so maybe it will be, since next month that will start. I just have made a handful because I needed to find, the right, correct density of leather of the leftovers. And yeah, and I'm not really great about having the same pressure in the stamp, but I'm getting there. But yeah, so when I have more, I'll start to ship one of those into your slip one of those into your order. So last but not least, let's go to what I got from Madrid. So I arrived in Madrid, and opposite me is Ushitita, and I had so many years to see Stephanie. I saw a bit her husband in Barcelona. Wait, I'm gonna come here. And we just say hi from afar. But this time Stephanie was also here, and it was really great. We catch up a bit, and she saw me working on my sock, and she wanted one kit, and it was the last one. So I said, just take it, and I'll come by your booth and get something. So we actually trade something. So, and it was I was super touched because she wanted to cake the yarn immediately, and apparently there wasn't a winder, or the winder didn't work or something. And so she actually, held my yarn, and her husband was caking it, and then she started her sock, like right now, right there on the spot. So I was very touched by that. It was really fun and cool. And I went at some point to see what colorways she had. She didn't have sock yarn, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this, but of course my eye went into the oranges and rusty colors. But because I have so many oranges and rusty colors, I decided to get this baby. But also the name was a big factor that I chose that one, because the name is Love is a Battlefield. And of course it reminded me of Lenny Kravitz, my biggest crush of all, the Battlefield of Love. And it was funny because I immediately started singing, and she was like, yes, that's it, So this is the Battlefield of Love. Love is a Battlefield, sorry, from Ushitita. And it's 100% superwash merino. The single base, 100 grams, 366. So because I have quite a lot of singles from the years, and some of them are with friends, some of them are singles, like real singles, and they're single ready to mingle, I was thinking of maybe doing a blanket holding two of them together. Yeah, that's a great idea, Liz, but you should finish first the two other blankets that you've started. Anyways, that's maybe a good video for another time. And also I have lots of minis that I'm thinking of marling together. I have no idea. Something's gonna happen soon. Maybe. Who knows? Then I thought that he was the husband of a dyer, but he's just a friend. So thank you, friend of Nina Hand Dyed Yarns, for showing me. Actually, he didn't show, he just came to my booth to look at yarn, and he had this bag with Yogi tea, and I'm like, oh, where did you find Yogi tea? And he was like, oh, over there by the reception, there's a stand of Yogi tea. So if you don't know Yogi tea, they have like multiple, kind of themed teas. And then you have the sachet, I guess, sachet, yes. And then you have a little saying, or it says something wise, so it's nice for your morning, or food for thought. And they had a promotion, so I got 3 of them, and I got them mostly for the studio, because with the dyeing and all that, it's easier to have it, already little packages of teas, but I also kept some at home. So, Happy Nature, I've never tried it, but look at this funny package, right? So, Happy Nature is an Ayurvedic chai blend with mango, tangerine, and vanilla. Usually, I don't really like vanilla because it's kind of tastes heavy, or it smells heavy. But mango. Have you met me? I'm a mango person. So mango, tangerine, and vanilla, it feels really, really great. I'm really excited to try this one. Then I have I swear by this tea. So if you're like me and you have issues with your sinuses, you're almost always clogged, or things with your hyper respiration system, respiración, which in English is breathe deep. So this has eucalyptus, basilic, and psyllium, I think. Yeah, and it's just great. Like, even if you're not sick, it's just great. Go and get it. And then and I'm not nobody sponsored me for that. It's just my own opinions, okay? And then there was this blend. I've never had it, but it also has eucalyptus, hibiscus flower, and lemon balm. And I liked it because, I try to take blends that are good for the night, without any caffeine or thein. And it's called Moon Salutation. So there you go. And I find it like really cute, the designs. And that was that. But then you can see this little cute pom-pom. So I met Arsenio, and Arsenio has how do you say, a farm, an alpaca farm, and it's called Alpaca El Camino. And I got some yarn made out of the fleece. Sorry, I've put the pom-pom with the cake, but now I'm gonna take it out. And I wanted some of one of the light grays alpacas, a cake of yarn, but there wasn't anymore. So I got Freya, 176 meters for 100 grams, and it's a blend of 50% alpaca, 25% merino, and 25% ortiga, which is the nettles. And it feels nice and squishy. No idea what I'm gonna do, but I saw this bright pom-pom that Anita had, Anita from Love Affair. I met Anita many years ago in festivals. I have lots of her pom-poms. But I haven't seen her for a while. So when I saw this pom-pom, it felt right to take it. And I'm not usually the pink type, but I like that this one has pink, inside, and reds on the borders. So it doesn't look so pink. And I thought, why not? Right? Why not? So we'll see. Maybe it will be just a simple hat as the one that I'm making, the baggy hat from Petit Knit with the cashmere, or maybe, but this is thicker yarn, or maybe, I don't know, just a plain hat with a palm. So I'm very excited for all of this. There was lots of people in Madrid. It was, I think, a very successful one, especially for the first time that it was made. I kind of think that it was all day Friday and Saturday and until early afternoon on Sunday. I really do think that it had lots of people, but at some point there wasn't the need to have such long days. I think it would have been maybe better to have a Thursday, a Thursday, whatever, a Friday, afternoon event, and then Saturday, I guess it would have been nice to have, maybe two times of entrance, but overall it was really great. It was awesome. People were coming, saying hi. People came to show me other things that they've made with my yarn. And it was really inspiring, and it was really nice to see my yarn made also, in projects that I won't particularly do, or even if I would like to do them, I won't never have the time. So it's very inspiring, and it's truthfully, and I'm very grateful for everyone and anyone who supports my business and knits something with it and then shows it to me. It's always such a great moment. So thank you everybody who has come or who will come in a future event. My next event is going to be in mid-April in Zurich, just out of Zurich actually. And I really can't wait, because I just can't wait. A few people that I haven't seen from before COVID, and yeah, I'm just super excited. I'm always excited to go to festivals, but just this one is a bit maybe closer at heart, because it was also the last one before the first lockdown, and we're all kind of a bit, wondering what's gonna happen and what does this mean. And I think it all brought us a bit closer, because we had these really kind of, I don't want to say really stressful, but really doubtful and kind of weird moments together. And yeah, and then I'll be back in Spain mid of May to Sevilla, and then nothing is sure yet, so we'll see. Please, if you are in need of Aran or DK weight, I will have a few colorways in a few skeins, and just they're going to be perfect for hats or cowls or mitts, like really thick ones and warm ones. So please think about getting some, and I will give you a percentage from those sales for the people in Turkey and Syria, because they're in help. Yeah. And as I'm saying all that, I'm thinking of how many people are in need of help, and and sometimes we never talk about them, and this is very saddening and unfair. But yeah, at this moment, and I'm sad that I can't always do that, and I used to do that more often before COVID, but yeah, now things are a bit more difficult for everyone, and with the war and the crisis and all this stuff, all the expenses going higher, that I feel really sad that I can help more. But if you find it either in your heart, or you just need an Arman, or you want to gift some yarn, please do, and if you never have considered buying yarn from me, please do at this moment. It will really mean something, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, just forward. And yeah, I think just being so close at heart, and also Greece has lots of earthquakes, and me having also Syrian background, it just touches me a bit more than other disasters. But I think that I'm quite a sensitive person, that I'm always like, oh my god, what's happening to the world, and I'm like, Oof. Okay, let's try and take a deep breath in of love, and then take a breath out of love and share that love with all the others. So that's it. I don't have anything else to say. I'm leaving you just for now, and don't forget, color is power, fiber is our weapon, and just spread some love. The world needs it. Bye.